This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
Stand up and be counted for what you're about to receive. We are the dealers. We'll give you everything you need. Hail, hail to the good times, 'cause rock has the right of way. We ain't no living legend, ain't no cause. We're just living for today. For those about to listen to our 80s rock bracket, we salute you.
It's so epic when you just read it.
It sounds poetic.
Yeah.
Yes, but welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And I'm Zack.
I'd like to thank you for listening to our last episode.
Oh, we're back to that.
Our Ireland episode.
Ireland.
Just Kent done. Just applause.
For what? What I do?
The
my
episode.
accent. It was my accent. I know.
The episode image.
Oh, yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Thanks, Kent.
So good.
Kent, a lot of times, Kent will give us kind of an idea of what
Dinosaur
he's going to
hands.
do. Yes.
Yeah.
Got a dinosaur hand on the table.
Okay.
Here. A lot of time he'll give us he'll be like, hey guys, what do you think about if I do this? And he'll give us like a rough draft. He'll show us something. This time it was just like, hey guys, boom. I just made you into Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
No, you said, hey, maybe we should be in suits, like Waking Ned Devine. Or maybe we should be sitting there with the King Brian from Darby O'Gill. Or maybe the poster. And I was like, we'll see. And then it happened. It's now the Darby O'Gill poster. If you didn't know.
Love it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you.
Also, shout out to Drew Cutler. I can't remember. Is it Drew?
Crew
Cut. No, it's Crew Cut Esquire.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Played along on Twitter. Thank you for that. Patrick Rhodes said you could really feel the passion behind the Zack facts this week.
Zack facts with Zack.
Zack facts.
Zactoids facts.
Zack. I'm sorry. I don't want to go to Ireland. I'm sorry.
I don't get it.
Jeez.
And then KP Brown said, yeah, I can't say that. I'm not going to.
Say it.
He wanted me to.
Say it.
No, I'm not going to.
Please.
Nope. I'm just going to insert something there, and it's fine. I can't say that, KB. You know
it's a
that
swear word.
It's something like I really liked your episode, fun episode this week, something like that.
It was in Gaelic.
It was in Gaelic.
Irish
and
Gaelic.
That's not happening. And he calls me out and says, I'm looking forward to Zack reading that on the episode.
I was really hoping you would.
It's not happening.
Do at least one word, Zack.
Yeah,
Just
one word. It's actually Enya.
S Browns. Okay. It's not happening.
Yes,
it's not happening. But hey, thank you for playing along.
We
appreciate it.
We appreciate that. But that's not what we're talking about today.
What are we talking about today, Zack?
We're gonna rock. Yeah. Oh, my throat's gone already.
Oh, we're already done. We're literally 5
show
minutes
to do,
in.
you guys.
Yeah, that was dumb to do at the beginning of the episode.
It sure was.
So we've done this. We haven't done a music bracket for some time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But we did do a couple episodes, 147 and 148, the best 80s new wave band.
That was a long time ago.
It was.
Okay.
A long time ago. And we were like, we covered the 80s.
Uh-huh.
But we always had this one in our back pocket because there was bands we didn't want to include because
we saved them.
They weren't new wave.
Yeah.
They were more rock.
Mm-hmm. Now, we've done 70s rock. We've done 90s alternative. But we're like, hey, now let's do 80s straight up rock. And by that, we mean all kinds, all genres.
Well, the rock is a large
Don't worry about it.
Just straight up rock and some others.
No, but it's like,
No, it's all rock.
And rock.
It's like soft rock and prog rock and thrash metal and heavy metal.
A little bit of post-punk rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some doo-wop. Why not?
You know why they call it metal?
Why?
Because it's heavier than rock.
No.
Yeah.
But why would they need to say heavy metal?
I heard it.
That's
I heard
redundant.
it from Blake the Barber. Of course, it's true.
Oh,
It's heavier than rock.
That sounds like a
Trust your
Blake
barber.
story. No, we have...
Wait, hard rock. That's redundant. Heavy metal.
Metal is heaviver than hard rock.
Wow.
We're learning things. We're learning things on the fly.
Yeah.
But we're doing one now because there were kind of two different people who lived in the 80s. Those that listened to new wave and had like flock of seagulls hairstyles.
And we're awesome.
And those who listened to hard rock and had like
Low credit scores?
Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah.
Bon Jovi,
Okay, sorry, yeah.
Poison hair.
Like the glam bands or is that call them butt rock? Which I don't even know if that makes sense.
I don't think it does.
Isn't that surf rock?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Is it?
But we have created a bracket of 64 different bands that you can find at baconsale.com. You can download it at baconsale.com. You can print it off and play among your coworkers and friends and family if you get it from baconsale.com, our official bracket.
Kent said a thing that I think is really helpful with this because the 80s police can definitely show up on this bracket.
Oh, they really could.
In every way.
Let's just call it 80s era
Okay.
rock.
We will,
right?
but at the same time, we tried to include bands who peaked in the 80s.
I'm not apologizing, but let me add a disclaimer. If we didn't use them in 70s rock, we're like, well, they should get some representation here.
Right.
And maybe there were more hits in the 90s with some of these bands, but it's 80s era, 80s vibe.
Which we also want to clarify every time we do one of these brackets. We have this process where we compile a list. It's way too long for one bracket.
Right.
We start whittling it down. It gets way too short. We have to start plugging others back in, and it gets way too long again. It's this constant back and forth. And finally we get to a point where we're not meddling with it anymore. This is just how it is. Even if that band doesn't really fit.
And then
forgive us.
The episode happens and we look back and something obvious was missed.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yes. And that's the problem with this, because we were saying, okay, we're not going to include any that we've spoken on before. But then we saw some bands were like, oh, they really did. They shouldn't have been on the new wave. They should have been on the rock.
Yeah.
Or they should have. They're more 80s than 70s. And so we pulled some bands back in. So you're going to hear some repeats here. But the nice thing is you probably don't remember who's on those other brackets.
No, only we care.
Please don't look it up.
With all that said, Zach, what's our first matchup?
Our first matchup is AC/DC. Is it Akadeka? Akadeka. Versus Winger.
Oh, well, we got to sing.
Oh,
right? Sing
no.
either
Is
one.
this a singing episode?
We sing at the beginning.
Zach, introduce us again.
Oh, no.
We're ready.
First up, we have AC/DC.
And you shook me
Oh, boy.
I went with the wrong falsetto. And you.
Wow. And good luck, Winger. That's what I thought.
She was just 17.
Nope.
Headed for a heartbreak.
Oh, we should clarify.
That's a song, guys.
These 64 bands we seeded according to album sales, which was still a relevant metric in
Thank
the
you.
80s. And that's why AC/DC is going against Winger here. Now, some death rattle facts for Winger.
For sure.
They're a band from New York City. They have hits such as 17, Headed for a Heartbreak, Miles Away. They started in 1987, and the thing that drives me nuts about all these bands is they have that initial period of like 1987, 1984.
right.
And they go away for a bit, and they come back in 2000, and they go away, and then they come back in 2000. It says to present. Almost every single band on here is to present, unless like everyone's dead. And
So
it really drives me nuts, because I'm like, no, when were you actually a band?
No surprise, but I'm the shallow one in the show. But as I was looking up all these hair metal bands, I was like, wow, that hair is hiding an ugly face. But with Winger, easily the most handsome hair metal band. These guys
Wow, that's
are actually quite attractive. But let me give the major Winger death rattle fact. And this is actually really
They
sad.
have a restaurant with some Winger sauce.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
So good. Okay. Beavis and Butthead helped kill Winger. Did you guys know this?
I know a lot of these bands had a hard time when grunge came around. It killed a lot of these glam and metal bands.
In 1993, Beavis and Butthead Do America came out. The movie of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
And in that movie, they basically gave an atomic wedgie to this kid, hung him up by his undies, and he was wearing a Winger t-shirt. And it was basically this giant nerd wearing a Winger t-shirt, and everyone would come up to Winger and be like, hey, do you guys, only losers listen to you guys. And people stopped buying concert tickets because they're like, oh, I just got made fun of him, Beavis and Butthead. And that kind of helped kill him. Kind of sad.
Yeah.
But now we're killing them.
We are.
Is there any way that AC/DC doesn't win this? I mean, come on.
This matchup? No.
Easy. AC/DC wins. Our next matchup features Great White.
My, once bitten, twice shy, babe.
And REO Speedwagon.
And I'm gonna keep on loving you.
What?
And I can't fight this feeling anymore.
They're both good. What are you talking about, Zach?
He forgotten what he started fighting for.
No, I like Keep On Loving
This
You.
is what is this matchup? Who REO
that's right.
Speedwagon's here?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Hey, they're rock.
Listen,
Are they?
No, they actually only have one major hit in the 70s that was in the Hot 100, but they had a lot of 70s CDs. They like
I mean, they had no
records.
70s.
They had
CDs,
records,
but yeah.
Kent.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, records. So Great White, for their hits, they had Once Bitten, Twice Shy, hit number 5. The Angel Song was number 30. Rock Me was number 60. And Save Your Love was number 57. They sold over 6 million albums. By the way, if I forget to mention some of these death rattle facts, forgive me.
Wait, are you just giving Great White death metal facts?
Go on.
Death metal facts.
I mean, they
so much cooler.
They do deserve to be 80s rock. I'm not like discounting them, right? In fact, they're kind of they do put on a good live show, unless it goes tragic. Did you guys hear about this one?
What?
In 2003, they had a reunion show in Rhode Island.
This is Great White.
Yeah, Great White. The band's pyrotechnics, they went off and they put the foam soundproofing on the walls and the ceiling on fire, and this fire killed over 100 people.
See,
including their guitarist.
I wasn't going to get into the tragedies.
Isn't that sad? Great Whites.
Yeah.
Not good.
Okay.
Yeah, you just like them because they have sharks associated with them.
Yeah, it's tragic too.
Are we giving facts about REO Speedwagon, or are we just assuming death rattle here? Because I'll say this.
Okay.
Great White, I think, embodies the idea behind this bracket much better than REO Speedwagon.
Okay, that's a good argument.
Now, the thing that REO Speedwagon has going for it is you're going to see a lot more of that on a t-shirt than Great White.
They're memorable, but they are very 70s sounding, I think.
But do they have sharks on every one of their albums? Great White does. No, we also should clarify our rating criteria for these types of brackets. Generally go 33% initial impact, 33% longevity, 34% personal preference.
Now, if we want to go for success, the album sales, like I said, for Great White was about 6 million, and REO Speedwagon was over 40 million. About.
Yeah. REO Speedwagon is a more popular band. I could push back and say they're lame compared to like a proper hair metal band like Great White.
They're cheesy. I do think REO Speedwagon is cheesy.
But when I think of like who had a bigger impact in the 80s on the rock
This isn't
scene,
just personal preference.
Rock, though? Adult contemporary rock is not rock.
It's rock. It's you
This
just said
does
rock
not want
in
to
the
rock.
word.
I don't think Great White had the impact, though, on the era. It's not like they were the first hair metal band. They just fit well into the hair metal band.
This isn't rock. This is dirt clod.
Kenner, what are you voting for?
REO Speedwagon.
I'm going to vote for Great White on principle. It's more rocky.
I never went to the principal's office. I'm going for REO Speedwagon.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. I mean, they're better.
I do like Once Bitten, Twice Shy a lot, though.
Yeah, it's a good song.
All right. REO Speedwagon moves on. Our next matchup features REM.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
What year did they come out?
I feel fine. It came out.
It's a 90s song.
No, it actually isn't. It was number 69 in the 80s because I only listed the hits of the 80s.
Good job. Because like Losing My Religion was 1991. And I was like, oh, come on.
But you still have The One I Love, hit number 9. Stand was number 6. Orange Crush, Fall on Me. But the rest of the hits are in 90s, obviously.
Yeah.
And Asia.
In the heat of the moment.
Okay.
Our harmonies are tight.
Telling me what my heart meant. By the way, Geography Rock, guys, it's going to happen.
You mean geography? What?
We're going to have a Geography Rock show.
What's Geography Rock?
Asia, Europe,
Berlin,
Boston,
Chicago, America.
I love it.
There's got to be more.
Comment below your geography-based band.
Favorite geographical-based band.
Once we get a bracket.
REM sold over 90 million and Asia sold almost 7 million. So big difference there. I do feel like Asia, they do fit in the era very well, but they feel like manufactured, like almost like an industry band, but like it's a good sound. They actually remind me of like a Weezer of the time.
What?
Because their songs are kind of fun.
As opposed to REM, who's literally Weezer of their time? Like they are alternative
too
rock.
emo.
They're alternative. In fact, they were on our 90s alternative bracket. Why are they even here? Why did REM end up on this bracket as well?
They shouldn't have been in the 90s one, probably.
They were.
I know they should not have been.
I think they're more alternative rock than they are 80s rock.
They're ahead of their time.
Okay. That's a good case.
I think that REM is ahead of their time. It's fallen off. It's kind of weird.
If it comes to personal preference,
we might even need to do an REM show someday. Just saying.
I would do that.
I would.
In regard to who I prefer more, I prefer REM more. In regard to who's more 80s rock, I say Asia.
It's Asia. I agree with you, Joel. But I made that argument last round. So I'm consistent for once on Baconsale.
Are we going to contradict every argument?
I just think between these two, because I do think REO Speedwagon is a little more rock than Zach's giving him credit for.
Yeah.
I think REM.
It's because Joel's of a certain age.
I am. I like World War II movies.
I will say I do like Only Time Will Tell. I like Don't Cry. Not that Don't Cry. But
Don't You Cry.
I think Asia does have a couple good songs. Some of the less well-known.
Asia has lots of good songs.
Yeah. J-pop I'm pretty into.
They gave me Shohei Ohtani. I like Asia a lot.
Baby metal pretty good. So into Asian
what's funny
songs.
about this? Almost every single one of these, I have research on who's in the band, and then it's like, yeah, they had multiple lineup changes. This one person is the only person to consistently be in the band the whole time.
Oh, by the way, Asia is a super group, but I think we'll talk about those facts later because Asia's moving on.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Asia through.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though, I prefer REM.
Yeah.
Asia moves to the next round.
It was the heat of the moment.
All right. Our next matchup features Scorpions.
Here I am.
Rocked you like a hurricane.
And Warrant.
She's my cherry pie.
1990?
Cool drink of water, says sweet.
I'm not going to feature the song.
It was
The
1990 was 1989 part 2.
I submit that 1990 counts because it's 1980-10.
I actually think the beginning of every decade is kind of like the remnant of the last one.
I
I'm
agree.
just
think up
saying,
until 92.
I'm not going to be singing a song from the 90s or the 70s in the
Okay.
feature song we put here at the beginning.
Stand by your values.
All right,
Joel. I
Scorpions
appreciate it.
sold over 100
your
million.
values.
Warrant sold 10 million albums.
This one is the closest so far. I feel like these are pretty similar.
These are.
I do feel like Warrant is like a glam power ballad band that is trying a little bit too hard.
They're a glam power band that came late to the game. I feel like they showed up like after the kind of the end of the curve, end of the wave happened.
Yeah.
And they actually do hate Cherry Pie. Like the studio said, we need a single, and they hate they're kind of defined by that song.
Well, one of my personal favorites from Warrant is their remake of We Will Rock You.
Yeah.
That they did for the movie Gladiator. Not that one.
Which is weird, right?
Yeah. I think that Warrant really came into theirs in the 90s. And I feel like...
But the sound is 80s, so I think the era, the vibe...
this is where we get into
right there.
80s era.
But Scorpions, I also like they have Rock You Like a Hurricane, which feels like anthem 80s.
But also,
then you get like...
No One Like You.
Yeah.
Oh, I freaking love that song.
And Winds of Change technically was 1990 as well, but still they have that range.
1989 part 2.
I'm going to vote Scorpions.
Scorpions.
Yeah, Scorpions. too.
Wins. Scorpions wins the round and moves on. All right, get ready to rock.
We have been this whole time.
Air Supply.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
Are we still doing this thing? Oh, well, sorry. I had to take a little nap there. And here we go. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
I hate myself for loving you.
But I love basketball. Put another ball in the
No.
basket, baby.
I love Rocky Road.
I love Sunday school. It's my favorite hour of the church block, baby.
Where is that from?
It was from his EFY soundtrack.
The Desert Star.
See, I was
Just as
Weird
bad.
Al. I didn't know this. Air Supply is from Australia, Melbourne.
I did know that.
And then Joan Jett and the Blackhearts are from Los Angeles.
Air Supply has sold over 100 million albums.
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, about 3 million.
It's about 3 million.
What?
So, yeah.
Okay.
So, Death Rattle Facts for Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Death rattle facts for Air Supply. Oh, it's Joan Jett all the way. She is rock and roll.
She does really feel rock and roll.
But Zach, hear me out here. Air Supply.
I would rather not ever hear Air Supply.
I know you're like a theater kid. The band members met while rehearsing for a production of Jesus Christ Superstar in Melbourne in 1975.
Which is a rock musical. You can understand
and do they
that.
not feel like a 70s dad band?
Yeah, why would they go on in
70s.
this bracket?
Air Supply is one of the reasons I'm married to my wife.
I love
Wait, go
that
on.
for you.
Let's hear the story.
Your wife's amazing.
This is cute.
She was, I called her up actually to say a prayer in a church meeting. It was my job. It was my calling at the time.
Okay.
And she said she was going, I said, wait, got any big plans for the weekend? And she said she was going to Air Supply concert with this other guy. And I ended up striking up a conversation with her because of that. It was like, oh, Air Supply. I know some of their songs.
Wait, did she go with him?
She did. And she said they look like two little grannies on stage.
But did she say with you, even the nights are better?
Since and yeah, after that day, she became every woman in the world to me.
Joel, your wife is the best.
She is.
But Joan Jett and the Blackhearts is rock and roll.
I'm sorry, darling. I'm also picking Joan Jett.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I was like,
When it comes
look
to
at a
80s
picture of the band.
No, Air Supply, when I saw the list, I'm like, one of these things is not like the other.
I think
I was
Air
about to
Supply
have a
sings,
freak out.
I fear rock and roll.
Now,
and
if-
Joan Jett sings, I love rock and roll.
If, gentlemen, we ended up doing a soft rock bracket.
Well, that
An
now
adult
we're
contemporary bracket.
Because you are the
Air
contemporary
Supply
adult.
deserves to be on there.
Absolutely.
Joel,
There's going to be a few others, by the way, from this
you
bracket.
deserve that bracket. You really do. But that's not right now. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts moves on. Thank goodness. Our next matchup features John Cougar Mellencamp.
Hurts so good. Come on,
yeah.
baby, now. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good.
Life goes on, even when the thrill of living is gone.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Deep.
Speaking of deep, Motorhead.
Ace of Spades, the Ace of Spades. If you like to gamble, I'll tell you how to land. Oh, man, that beautiful voice. It's better than mine. By the way, is it John Cougar? Or is it Johnny
Is it
Cougar?
just John?
He also goes. He went by Johnny Cougar,
Yeah.
John Cougar, and John Cougar Mellencamp. But now he just prefers John Mellencamp.
Yeah.
He got rid of the Cougar. He euthanized the Cougar.
I think is he married?
John Mellencamp is from Seymour, Indiana. Motorhead is from London, England. You get John Cougar Mellencamp with 60 million albums and Motorhead with 25 million albums.
Yeah. By the way, Motorhead is a slang term for an amphetamine user. They re-energize heavy metal in England.
It's actually Motorhead because it's got the umlaut over the O's. Motorhead.
But they're considered heavy and thrash metal. But Lemmy. By the way, it's so funny when there's these bands I don't really know, but I always know like the first name of the lead singer. Like your Lemmys and your Dave Mustaines and all that kind of stuff. But Lemmy claims we're just a rock and roll band.
Yeah.
Even though Motorhead is super heavy. Maybe for the time, maybe now.
Is thrash heavier than speed?
Is there speed metal?
There's speed metal.
When you hold them in your hand?
I'll tell you what, John Cougar Mellencamp, even though Cougars are fast, is not speed metal. It's dad adult contemporary.
It is. And that's the question, is if we're going to go more
I mean, listen,
Motorhead
I will
or more
stay
John
consistent
Mellencamp.
in one thing on this episode, and that I will probably go with the harder option.
No, but listen, there's like rock, and there's like rock. There's rock. You know, it's the
How am
tone
I
of
going to
rock.
quote that on Twitter?
There's rock, and then there's rock.
That'll be great written out. People will be like, these guys are insane.
Because there's like pop rock, right?
I love pop rock.
There's like prog rock. Then there's rock. So John Mellencamp.
John Mellencamp is more
so
rock
good.
than
Jack
the
and
other
Diane,
ones.
Small Town.
They're more rock than, or he's more rock than Air Supply.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and what was the other one? REO Speedwagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not so upset with this inclusion.
Motorhead is considered by fans, like on a lot of fan polls, like Ranker, they're number
Motorhead.
41 for Motorhead.
No, it's the umlaut's only on the second O.
It's on the first O.
No, it's not.
I'm looking at it right
I'm
here.
literally looking at it right now.
Oh, no. Did I mark it down wrong here?
Yes, you did.
Are we really fighting over umlauts?
Motorhead.
Umlaut off.
Motorhead.
We already had the breakfast show.
My bad.
Okay.
Is it right on the bracket?
I love a good umlaut in the morning.
Ace of Spades has grown on me more and more over time. I actually think it's a really fun song. It's a
Wasn't
cool
that on
range song.
like Guitar Hero? Something
Yeah, Guitar
like that?
Hero, Tony Hawk. I'm going for Motorhead.
As much as I have been fighting for this whole idea of rock, Mode, Tourhead,
Motorhead.
they fall into the category similar to like the Winger and Great White, where this is just sound. This is not music. This is just
It's a
lot of
very
sound.
different
Did you
voice,
just get a
though.
smoker?
yeah. This is just a lot of sound.
I think they stand out. The singer sounds different. Maybe not good in our ears, but it sounds different. It's not just a glam band. It's not just a heavy metal band.
Distinct.
It's Motorhead.
a lot of these I struggle with because I don't find them musical.
Okay.
Like I don't hear a musicality to it. I just hear sound.
I felt old as I was listening to some of these speed metal and thrash metal bands because I kept being like, it sounds the same. Like it sounds like the same.
Motorhead doesn't to me.
Motorhead.
So from a musicality standpoint, I want to lean John whatever. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
John Puma.
John Motorhead.
It's just, it would feel weird for him to be like, yeah, he won a round in the rock bracket.
Yeah.
So I have to go Motu or head.
Wow.
I'm voting for, when it comes to rock, I'm going for ROCK in the USA with John Mellencamp.
Oh, I mean, that's a good point. But
I mean, you know, what they say.
ROCK in the USA.
They say, you know, say not tell, right? Like just say what you are. Nobody will feel it, but you just say it.
I promise we're rock and roll.
Okay.
Baconsale.
What did you vote, Ken?
Motorhead.
Motorhead wins.
Come on.
Our next matchup features Dio.
Holy dive.
Totally diver.
Holy dive.
Holy diver.
You've been down too long in the midnight sea.
Right here into a sea shanty.
Down too long. Against Europe.
It's the final countdown. Boy. So Dio is from New York. Europe is from Sweden.
Once again, geography rock.
I was going to say
All of Europe? Jeez, guys, take it easy.
50 million for Dio. 50 million sales for Dio.
25 million for Europe.
Then how can we know Europe so much better? Is
You know
it
why?
a one-hit wonder?
So Dio is a Bon Jovi type thing, where Dio is the name of the band.
Ronnie
but
James Dio.
James Dio.
Yeah.
Ronnie James Dio being the original singer.
Yeah.
No, actually, not the original singer. Yeah.
He was in Black Sabbath.
He was in
Yeah.
Black Sabbath. I'm so sorry. Anyways.
And I believe Ronnie James Dio credits himself with inventing this number.
Yeah, the devil's
The rock
worm.
symbol?
Did you actually hear the history behind that, though?
No.
He said, I didn't invent it. I just popularized it. It's actually Italian. His Italian grandma actually showed it to him.
He did
Way
it
to
on
rock, Grandma.
And it's based on, it's a gesture to ward off the evil eye. And then Kiss tried to trademark it later. He's like, no. That's Italian. Take it easy. Meanwhile, Europe, the reason
Pretty
we
sure
know
he
that...
said take it easy. By the way, that's Ken's t-shirt.
Yeah. Europe, they're memeable. It's a meme. Right? It's that song, The Final Countdown, which we all know from Arrested Development or commercials or jokes.
Or from the album that we had.
Nobody had that album.
We did.
You did?
Yeah.
Now that's what I call meme rock?
I should say, growing up, I had two paths to take. My one path was my sister, the new wave path.
Yeah.
The other was my oldest brother, Brent, and the rock path.
Okay.
And that's where a lot of my rock influence comes from my older brother, Brent.
But you chose wisely and went down the new wave path?
Well, I kind of went both. I'm definitely leaning more new wave, but I do have some rock love for hair metal bands as well because of my brother.
So you're not exactly bilingual, but you dabble?
Yes. I'm ambidextrous.
I mean, shout out to my children on this one. So I have a 6.5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old who will go to our upstairs floor and tell the smart speaker to play The Final Countdown, and they will run in a circle to this song at least weekly.
Nice.
They absolutely love this song.
It's a fun song. The question is it a better band? Is it a more 80s rock band?
They're the Diet Sprite version of Survivor.
If you don't know these bands, you can actually go on Baconsale.com.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have the bracket there, but we'll also have a sampler platter playlist on Spotify that you can listen to at least 2 songs from each one of these bands we're talking about today.
I'm not saying Dio is like, I prefer him and the band a ton more, because I don't really know the songs, but I like the theatricality of it all. I think it's silly and kind of fun. I think Rainbow in the Dark is actually a really good 80s song.
You and me making Rainbows in the dark. No?
No, I think that Dio feels 70s. Like the vibe feels more 70s than 80s. Whereas Europe, because of the
but he's
synth.
literally started in 1982. It's not a 70s band whatsoever.
But yes,
Gentlemen, this is not a match we need to spend a lot of time on.
It's not a 70s band, but because Europe has the synth, that to me, like, we haven't talked enough about synth to this point.
Sure.
That is such an
we did
awesome
that
part
new wave
of 80s rock as well.
I don't know. I think Dio, it's got the prog rock element to it versus kind of a cliche like glam band.
I mean, people don't listen to more than one Europe song very often.
Well, no, like every one of their hits is 1986, like that one album.
Yeah. And they're not good songs. Carrie hit number 3, which is crazy.
Carrie isn't bad.
It's fine. What are you going for, Joel?
Europe.
Are you? Okay, I'm going to do Dio.
On behalf of my children, I'm going Europe.
It's a good place to visit.
Yeah, there we go. And hopefully they don't win another one, so you don't have to cut a second clip. But Europe moves on.
It's the final countdown.
Our next matchup is decidedly on Baconsale. We have Metallica.
For whom the bell tolls.
Come crawling faster, faster.
And Slayer.
Raining blood
From a lacerated sky.
It's not like we just listened to that to hear what it sounds like.
Word.
All right, Metallica versus Slayer. Now, Slayer is cool because they're on Beavis and Butthead's t-shirts.
This is actually a good matchup, I guess.
Is it?
When it comes to 80s rock,
Like, as far as the sound goes.
yeah.
So
As far as the prominence of the band, no.
Slayer's hits in the 80s were South of Heaven, which hit number 57, and Rain in Blood hit number 94. Whereas Metallica, we're going to talk about them quite a bit in the future, but they had Master Puppets hit number 35, number 35. Most hits were in the 90s. However, like, it's just kind of this evolution, and I think a 1989 part 2 sort of element.
Both of these bands are considered one of the big 4 bands of thrash metal.
Right.
So Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax. Those are like the big 4, they call them. So this is actually the way it worked out. I was like, oh, dang, they're right against the first round.
So Slayer isn't actually just Slayer. It actually stands for Sight and Laughs as You Eternally Rot.
What?
Slayer, Sight and Laughs as You Eternally Rot.
No, it doesn't.
It really does.
This is like when kids in the 80s said Kiss stood for Knights in
No,
Satan's
it was
Service.
on Wikipedia, your favorite site.
It is a source of all knowledge and truth.
So I think Slayer should consider themselves slain because they're not very good.
They're not. For me, they're not for me.
They got a rabid fan base.
Yeah, they do. Please don't be mad. They're like the Bayhive.
Don't slay us.
I just used that one.
Metallica moves on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this. So while that one was like, yeah, this is rock. This next one's something else. Prince.
Bat dance.
Oh no! How can you leave me standing
alone in the world? It's so cold.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
And what is it? Susie and the Banshees.
Susie and the Banshees.
What's it?
It's Peekaboo. Oh yeah, Peekaboo.
Is that even the 80s?
Yeah, it is. That hit number 53 in the 80s, and Prince had obviously 1999. You got The Look, Little Red Corvette, When Doves Cry, Let's Go Crazy. So many number ones for this guy.
And Bat Dance.
And it's funny. It's like you got Prince, and I always kind of think of him as like a pop icon.
Well, that's the thing is his music is so varied because it includes like funk and R&B and rock and new wave and
he incorporates the guitar
jazz
so
and
well
and hip hop.
He's so good at it.
Yeah, and he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004.
He sold over 150 million albums, and Susie and the Banshees was almost 1 million. They're more post-punk, gothic rock. Where they got their name from a 1970 horror film called Cry of the Banshee, starring Vincent Price.
Yeah, but it's vocalist Susie Sue.
Yeah, Susie Sue. Susie and the Banshees are very well liked by alternative acts. I think they were very influential. But
yeah, we're all giving it to Prince, right?
Yeah, we're all giving it to Prince.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it's Prince.
His name is Prince.
Yeah, Prince wins. Ooh, I kind of like this one. Our next matchup features ZZ Top.
Give me all your loving,
Meow.
all your hugs and kisses too.
Meow. And Pat Benatar.
Hit me with your best shot. Come on and hit me with your best shot.
Love is a battlefield.
Oh, so good. Okay. ZZ Top.
This is a difficult one for me.
It actually is for me too.
So yeah, ZZ Top, 50 million in album sales. They're from Houston, Texas, by the way. Pat Benatar from New York City. And she has 36 million album sales.
At ZZ Top, they definitely are one of these cross-decade bands because a lot of hits in the 70s, a lot in the 90s, but the 80s were legs, like Give Me All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man.
Well, because you get LaGrange, and it's like the very 70s sound.
Yeah.
And they hit the 80s, and it was just a different thing altogether.
Right.
And this is also when they kind of changed their look and changed their sound and became a whole new, like, the beards and the glasses and that whole head shaking and pointing thing. That was the 80s.
And Pat Benatar, obviously, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Love Is a Battlefield, We Belong, Heartbreaker, All Fired Up. She did 17 songs in the top 100 in the
Pat
80s.
Pat Benatar isn't even her real name.
What is her real name?
I don't expect it.
Pronounce her real name, her birth name.
Patricia May Andrzejewski. Drewski.
I don't know where she got Benatar from, but I like it.
I have strong connection to movies, to both of these acts here.
Back to the Future 3.
Back to the Future 3 for ZZ Top, where they flip it, they always flip the guitars around.
Right.
They do it in the movie. That's always fun. Pat Benatar, Love Is a Battlefield, from 13 going on 30.
Oh, I was going to say We Belong from Talladega Nights.
And then Talladega Nights in the final climactic run,
which is a great moment.
that is such a good track for that moment.
Thematically, it's
so
fantastic.
funny where they're like jumping along and We Belong is playing for some reason.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
They're both in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. By the way, we talked about like band lineup changes. ZZ Top went 50 years without changing their lineup up until Dusty Hill passed away in 2021. And Pat Benatar has never changed lineup either because she's Pat Benatar.
She hasn't changed her own lineup.
I love her. Love Is a Battlefield is one of the best songs of the 80s.
Your Best Shot is also up there.
Oh, it's so good. And it's such a good anthem. Oh, man.
But
This is close.
ZZ Top, they're Southern Rock for me. They have sold a few more albums. It's 50 million compared to 36 million. I think they're tacky.
Oh.
I actually don't ever want to listen to ZZ Top. Like,
Come
to me,
on.
it's tedious.
It's very samey.
Because every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man.
And we haven't really talked about it, but I think we're not going super deep cut. We get a hard time about this every bracket.
Yeah.
But this is a genre that lends itself to the radio hit.
Yeah.
Like you just really want to scratch the surface with a lot of these bands. And to me, the radio hits of ZZ Top all sound very similar.
Yeah. Whereas her songs...
But I don't mind that one song that they keep putting out. I think it's fun. I don't know. They feel they're fun.
I'm voting for ZZ Top. I'm having a hard time with this, but in the end, I'm trying to think of like 80s look and 80s feel. That the beards with the glasses and the car, just the album cover. I can see it in my head.
It's like Southern rock. Like, to me, it just
and
doesn't,
I think it's maybe because,
arguably the greatest rock song of all time is Freebird, and it's Southern rock. So fine.
And with Pat Benatar, it's probably because the movies were later that it pulls my mind later with her.
Okay. I get that.
ZZ Top is 80s.
She won the Grammy 4 years in a row for Best Female Rock Vocal Performance. She's the only one nominated.
Because there were two?
Yeah. For me, it's Pat Benatar all the way. I mean, Hit Me With Your Best Shot is so rockin'.
That is a great song, but
she got legs.
I don't have a 13 going on 30 t-shirt. I don't have a Talladega Nights t-shirt, but I do have a Back to the Future t-shirt.
That has nothing to do with ZZ Top.
It doesn't have anything to do with ZZ Top. I was going to pick them anyway, but I had to make the t-shirt comment. So that was for the Crumps.
You need more t-shirts.
I do. Send them to the P.O. Box.
No, don't.
Yeah, there we go.
Zack t-shirt.
I'm an XL. There we go. No, I'm going to go with ZZ Top just because they are consistently a rock band. Pat Benatar feels like a hard pop situation.
Hard pop.
Hard pop you in the nose.
Is that Mike's Hard Lemonade over there?
Yes. So ZZ Top moves on. Our next matchup is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Well, I won't back down.
I won't back. Hey, baby.
And Cinderella.
Well, you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Are you okay? Do you need tissue? He's so sad.
Remember that thing
I think my larynx just turned into a pumpkin.
Remember that thing I said where I was going to be consistent when I didn't think that the matchup was rocky enough? I'd pick the rock one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hate me now.
Because Cinderella is not good.
No, they're not good. They are that thing I was talking about earlier where it's just like sound. This is just concussive sound.
He's got the whiniest
they have
voice.
Multi-platinum studio albums.
Yeah, they've sold 15
did
million.
They buy all their own?
To Tom Petty's
million.
Tom Petty's 80 million. I do think they are the most annoying example of glam rock. And I think it's like he's trying to have the AC/DC sort of like song quality, that voice, but he doesn't know when to quit. Right? He's just going too far with it. Now, I think Tom Petty is a different kind of rock. Here I was kind of hating on the folksy sort of southern vibe. I do think Tom Petty has more of that.
I think Tom Petty was, from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, was a little more, in the 70s, was a little more rock. And I think in the 80s, he got a little more...
It's still rock to me, but it's singer-songwriter rock.
And you get songs like, American Girl or Refugee.
Yeah.
Like, those ones definitely feel more rocky to me. Cinderella is the kind of glam.
But Cinderella,
metal.
like quality wise, barely should have made this bracket.
No, they deserve to be on a hair metal bracket, a hair band bracket.
Just based on their look alone.
Okay, but here's the songs. Tell me if you know these. Nobody's Fool, Coming Home, The Last Mile, Somebody Save Me, and Gypsy Road. Could you guys sing one of those?
Yes.
Yeah. Later.
Listen to it again because that was a cheat.
Yeah. I have to vote for them. I'm sorry.
Seriously?
I'd vote
over Tom Party.
I'm being consistent for
Tom
once.
Petty.
Tom Party.
Tom Petty at the Tom Party. Wow.
You guys can vote for Tom Petty. That's fine.
And we will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Tom Petty moves on.
Oh, I got nervous.
Yeah. Our next matchup is...
Oh, no.
Jeez.
I don't. Please don't.
This is a tough one. A Journey.
Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you.
We had so many songs we were about to start singing.
We just settled in our separate ways. And the Go-Go's.
Doesn't matter what they say. In the jealous games people play.
Our lips are sealed.
That's so good. This is one of the hardest ones.
Remember when the Duff Sisters covered that? That's all.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, like, obviously, like Journey. Everyone knows Journey. Everyone knows Don't Stop Believing. We've talked about this band a lot. Maybe too much, right? Can we retire them yet?
No, we haven't done a show about
But
them.
I think we've talked about Go-Go's in the New Wave show as well, right? So we've made several references
We got
to
the
these bands.
beats.
We got the meats. They got the meats.
I do love the Go-Go's. I love how they got started. Their origin, all these girls, they were just hanging out. They weren't in a band or anything. They went to a SEX Pistols show.
SEXPISTOLS show.
Sex Pistols show. And Sid Vicious and Johnny Rotten, they kind of phoned in the performance. And then even I think it was Sid who goes like to the crowd, like, ever get the feeling that you've been cheated? And the girls were like, these guys are not good. Being a performer would actually be pretty easy. So they created a band and made the Go-Go's. Their first album, Beauty and the Beat, hit number 1. One of the few rock albums to ever go number 1 for a debut album. Like, that's pretty freaking awesome.
You get Shelley Caffey on lead guitar, Belinda Carlisle on lead vocals, Gina Shock on drums, Kathy Valentine on bass, and Jane Wilden on rhythm guitar.
I do feel like they're more maybe like California rock.
I was going to say, I feel like I'm rock police on this. Neither one of these are particularly rocky rocky.
Do you think Journey's more power ballady?
But I do
which
think
is still rock.
Journey is a little bit more power ballady, but
Journey
on
Junior?
Separate Ways alone, that is just a proper rock song that I love.
Well, but I do feel like the Go-Go's are definitely, they're more rock than new wave in my mind. Like they have that kind of rock sound to them, but it's more of a pop rock than new wave.
They fall in that category. I think they're a little rock for new wave, but they're a little new wave for rock. They're kind of weird and in the middle.
Penalizing them for that?
No, I just...
Are you saying the Go-Go's are going to stop here?
I think that Journey is better and Journey is more iconic. And it's not particularly close. I don't think the Go-Go's as a band are not in the public consciousness nearly as much as Journey is.
I think, but Journey because of Glee. Right? Those are all the wrong reasons to be a rock band.
I knew every lyric to that song well before Glee.
I think it helped.
And I was a young.
But like Go-Go's have Our Lips Are Sealed. We got The Beat, Vacation, Head Over Heels.
Yeah, rock, vacation.
But still, it has a place. Wouldn't you want to go see them in concert?
Zach would be happier if Vacation was called Hell Satan.
Yes, because I like
Hell
new wave.
Satan, all I ever wanted.
I would rather see the Go-Go's because I like new wave way better than rock.
I think I'm just done with Journey. I'm kind of done with them.
Is that Journey's fault?
I vote for Journey.
Thank you. Journey moves on.
Okay, pity vote to Go-Go's?
Sure. I do like Go-Go's.
No, you don't.
I do.
Stop it.
Someday love will find you. Break those chains that
Our next matchup is Guns N' Roses.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and
Thank you
games.
for taking that for the team.
And The Clash.
Cherie don't like it. Boom, boom. Rock the cat's box. Rocks the cat's box.
Should I stay
The
or should I
cat
go
box.
now?
Casbah.
It's cat box.
Should I stay or should I go?
Okay. So we've got GNR and The Clash, and this feels sad because I actually think I'm not a big fan of like the 70s punk sound. I know this is an 80s show, but The Clash have that sound, right? Mm-hmm. I like them a lot. Like of those bands, they are my favorite. They sold 6 million to Guns N' Roses over 100 million.
Zach, I know you have strong feelings towards Guns N' Roses.
I hate both of these groups.
You hate The Clash too?
I do.
Even though The Clash is billed as the quote the only band that matters.
Is that what they put? Is that what they wrote?
They told themselves that?
That's what they were billed as.
Baconsale, the only podcast that matters.
Trademark.
They're both in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. By the way, the audience, and this wasn't like disrespect, but maybe it was for Clash concerts, they used to spit or gob at the band. The audience would literally spit loogies to the band.
Gross.
And Joe Strummer accidentally or maybe purposely swallowed spit.
Why?
And he got hepatitis.
Why are you telling me this?
This is gross.
Yeah, sorry. It's a fun fact.
I don't know. We have different definitions.
Clash
of
fun
fun.
facts.
Giving this to Guns N' Roses,
Guns N' Roses.
personally because
I love you, Clash.
There's so many. This is my brother's influence. Big influence, big Guns N' Roses fan, and I ended up really liking them as well. I think they're amazing at rocking.
Yeah.
I like neither, but this isn't even close for me, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, totally. Clean sweep.
Okay. Guns N' Roses moves on.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want.
Our next matchup is In Excess.
Devil inside. Devil inside. Every single one of us is the devil inside.
Oh, that's a good one.
So good. Bam, bam, bam.
And Whitesnake.
Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I ever known. All right, so we have In Excess sold over 70 million.
You got Australian.
And Whitesnake is 20 million.
In Excess is from Australia, and Whitesnake is from London.
Whitesnake, they're a glam band, recognized by VH1 as their top 13th glam band.
And they were started by David Coverdale, who just left Deep Purple. So he left Deep Purple to become Whitesnake. And he's the only constant member throughout their history.
Yeah. I think Whitesnake is one of my favorite hair metal bands because like the music is tolerable. They're less annoying. They are trying really hard, right? They're tryhards. But they're like going for it, unironically.
Whitesnake is Here I Go Again, and the rest of their catalog, take it or leave it.
Is This Love? Hit number 2.
It's pretty good. But then I get In Excess, and I'm like, yep, this is my jam. This is my jam.
I just don't think it's...
Sorry, this is my Vegemite.
No, I just don't think that this is the type of rock that we're going for in the spirit of this bracket.
It's not quite hair metal, right? There's varieties here. There's heavy metal, there's thrash metal. And I would say In Excess is just a rock band. Like a straight up rock band.
See, I don't even necessarily care for that one as much, but Need You Tonight. Love that
Hit
song.
number 1, New Sensation, Never Tear Us Apart, Suicide Blonde, Original Sin, Listen Like Thieves.
White Snake
killed
is
it.
iconic.
They are.
Glam hair
Tawny
metal.
Katane is iconic.
Yeah.
Tawny Katane is the reason White Snake's Here I Go Again is a popular music video on MTV.
I have no intelligent response to that. You are correct. It's the music video is more iconic than the band.
It's a great song, though.
It's a great. That is actually a really good song.
I wish
it's
White
an iconic
This
music
Love.
video.
I wish Whitesnake were going up against almost anyone else because I want them to go to the second round.
That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of personal bias going in here. But In Excess is good.
They're so good. Michael Hutchins' voice is so good.
I think it's going to be the good next round to maybe have a mix of hair metal and not hair metal.
Yeah.
Hair bands and not hair bands, I mean.
I think this might be an upset to some, especially fans of the genre, of which I am not.
Sorry.
Oh, they already turned it off a long time ago when we mentioned Air Supply.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, In Excess moves on.
Okay.
How about
Love it.
that? All right, our next matchup features Toto.
Hold the line.
1978.
Love isn't always
1978.
on time.
That's a 1978 song.
What? Oh,
Rosanna.
we talked a lot about them on Yacht Rock.
We did.
Dun, 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 da. And Heart. Till now, I always got by on my own. I never really cared until I met you.
Okay.
How
Yeah.
I get
You really went there.
Oh, I just love that song so much.
Yeah, it's
like
so
that,
good.
Really, I love that song so much.
I like Heart.
So Toto from LA, Heart from Seattle.
Both with 50 million sales.
Ooh,
I know.
Barracuda.
Bum, ba-da-dum, 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 ba-dum, bum.
Fun facts. Death rattle facts about Toto.
What?
Just like that.
I don't know about that.
Africa has one.
They wrote the soundtrack to Dune,
the weird one.
the original one, 1984.
Africa has
but
1
the Purdy
billion.
Shuffle.
The one
Yeah.
Denis Villeneuve wished he could make.
Oh, sure. 1 billion views or 1 billion streams on Spotify, Africa. The current lead singer, Joseph Williams, he's the son of John Williams. I think we've talked about that before.
He is not the singer on
No.
Rosanna or Africa,
And based on the lineups of Toto, and I say lineups,
of which there are
and
many.
they have collaborated on like 5,000 different albums, and it's estimated that 95% of the world's population has heard a performance by a member of Toto.
I feel like Toto is not a band. Toto is an idea.
It's a
I
concept.
thought Toto was a dog.
Toto is a concept. Toto is when artists want to get together and make a certain type of music, they just call it Toto. It's just so strange.
I like them a lot.
I like this album, Toto 4.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think I like the band, but that album is fun. With
Toto
Rosanna.
has a lot more hits than just Africa. I'll give them that.
They do. I mean, Rosanna.
But I will say that Heart, to me, is... They have my heart.
Heart Rock better, for sure.
They're in the
so
Rock and
many-
Roll Hall of Fame.
There's so
love
many good songs by them, and it spreads from the 70s to the 90s.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I don't think it's super easy to succeed with a female singing, and they do great.
Which is
Well, didn't you knock out Pat Benatar? Okay, just checking.
Hello.
All right. Okay.
No, actually, it's funny. Well, we'll talk about this later, probably. But Heart, they started.
the Go-Go's?
It started with these guys of Roger Fisher and Steve Fossen, and then Ann Wilson and Nancy Wilson joined, and then the main guys who started the band they left, and Ann and Nancy have
It's
been.
kind of like ABBA. It's like we only care about the women singing.
That's what I'm saying. They
You
are
know?
the talent.
Yeah.
They are the talent.
yeah.
Is it a clean sweep?
Clean sweep.
Heart moves on. Wow. Nice. And now we have Bruce Springsteen.
You can't start a fire. Can't start a fire without a spark.
Yeah, the
This
awkward dance.
gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in
Back
the
in
dark.
the 80s, the dancing he does in this video was considered good.
Oh, wow.
And Dead Kennedys.
Holiday in Cambodia.
It's a bad version of the singer from B-52s, but it's Holiday in Cambodia. It's Holiday in Cambodia.
No, as I listened to Dead Kennedys, I was like, wow, these guys are really trying to be kind of like edgy.
You know why they're cool? Their logo is cool. Like the DK sticker is cool.
And it's a kind of a sick band name.
Yeah, Dead Kennedys is, by the way, it's not actually meant to mock the Kennedy family. It's actually to bring attention to the end of the American dream. By the way, Joel, I don't know how you found songs to put on this playlist because most of them have bad words in
That's
them.
because I have explicit filters on Spotify.
I call Dead Kennedys Cannon Fodder Part 1. Move on quickly. I don't like them. Like everyone will be like Clash, Ramones, Dead Kennedys. I'm like Clash.
I don't
Easy.
like any of those bands. It's not my genre.
Cut
though.
it out.
So
No, Dead Kennedys were just they're the shock humor of the music industry.
Yeah.
They're there to kind of be in your face and punk rock. Their music isn't good.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I'm also voting for Bruce Springsteen.
The only DK for me is Donkey Kong.
Bruce Springsteen moves on.
You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without
We made it through half of this bracket.
All right.
There we go. Now moving quickly.
We hope you're playing along at home after you printed off your bracket at
Moving quickly.
baconsale.com.
Moving somewhat quickly to our next matchup, which is U2.
In the name of love. One more in the name of love.
And what, Bauhaus.
Bela Lugosi is dead. That's
Pretty much
it.
it.
Yeah. I say, sound like a British vampire.
What do you have to say about them?
They did have an album peak in the U.S. on the top 200, and it's called Swing the Heartache. It's a compilation album. None of their 80s studio albums charted in the U.S. Their album sales were about, they didn't say, but it says 180K, presumably.
Yeah.
These guys were considered the first ever popularized Gothic band.
That's the thing is they're kind of goth rock.
Yeah.
Which needs to be represented here too.
And we talked about Hammer horror films on our Frankenstein show.
Mm-hmm.
They were very inspired by Hammer horror.
Yeah. And then actually a couple of these guys went on to form Love and Rockets, who we'll be talking about later. but
Way different band, too.
very different band. But yeah, definitely this one.
And U2 moves on.
Yes, definitely U2 is moving
Does
on.
that go against your philosophy of this rock bracket?
I can't be bothered on this one. It's U2, dude.
Okay.
U2 is still rock. It's
true.
Overly dramatic at times, but it's still, I would say, rock.
Yeah.
Okay, U2 moves on. Oh no!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah. This is a bad one.
to the worst matchup.
This is a bad first round matchup.
We're sorry.
This is like a kind
know
of a
who you
Sweet
are.
16 matchup. in my
Okay, let's get
opinion.
into it. Blondie. Call me anytime. And Rush.
Though his mind is not for rent, don't put it down as arrogant. He's reserve a quiet offense, running out the day's events. The river. We're so sorry.
It's like he's in the room.
Okay, here's
it's
the
like
deal.
His
he's-
mind is not for rent.
Yeah.
We did a whole Rush
Like
show.
Geddy Lee is in the room with us, guys.
Okay, here's the thing.
We did a whole Rush show. Rush spans a lot of years.
Episode 264, putting Rush in the limelight.
Who are we willing to offend here?
Okay, I have to say, I like 80s Rush best. Okay, the 70s Rush is very much a thing. 2112 and all that.
Early 80s, because I don't like the new wave.
Spirit
This
of
is
Radio,
mid.
Limelight, Tom Sawyer.
Is this not 1984?
We still have Spirit of Radio, I think is an 80s hit.
That's 80.
Yeah, okay, we're
Yeah.
good there. And in this era, we had Moving Pictures, Permanent Wave, Signals.
Oh, yeah, Moving Pictures is 81.
But then with Blondie, a lot of their hits, like
Okay, early
Heart of Glass in one way or another, and those are 70s. Then you get Call Me.
So you say
High as High.
70s? Literally late 79.
1970. Dreaming is 1979. Heart of Glass was 1978, and so was One Way or Another, 1978.
That's pretty much
Call
80s.
Me is 80. It's barely 80s.
Oh, are you trying to get rid of Blondie that fast?
I don't know,
Is
because I think Blondie...
Is Blondie pop?
Here's the thing. Blondie is actually too much.
Well, if you get to like the Tide is High, that is not rock.
It's a Jane of all trades because they actually popularized hip hop with Rapture back in the day.
Rapture,
And then Heart of Glass, their fan base was actually kind of mad because it delved into disco, which I actually think is cool. And I think the variety, they do variety better than Rush.
Tide is High is almost reggae.
Well, that's the thing is they do disco, they do pop, they do reggae, they do funk, and they even do some hip hop.
So therefore-
remember Maria from 1999? Maria.
So therefore, would you not maybe just hit in the middle somewhere and call it pop? Because Rush is a rock band. I mean, they're a prog rock band, but I mean, it's pretty clear what
Call
they
Me is pulling me towards Blondie,
are. One song?
but that's
Does she
exactly
not have-
exactly.
I love Blondie. I really do.
Call
Is
Me
Debbie
is rock.
Harry not rock and roll?
Debbie Harry is.
Who are the guys from Rush? They're playing D&D. Are they rock and
excuse
roll?
me, so did most of the acts from the 70s.
And they did fantasy baseball, aggressive fantasy keeper league baseball for years and years and years.
Oh, Rush is obviously, I think it's hipster rock, right? Because you got to know. When you know, you know. I think Blondie feels rock and roll, even though her variety is a little more expansive. I think that's the thing that works against her.
Oh,
I like her more.
Than
By the way,
Rush.
she's a natural redhead. And if I may give another fact about her, she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is not rock.
she wrote in her book that she was
But it's clout.
that Ted Bundy tried to kidnap her once, and that was proven wrong. He wasn't. She says it was in New York. She said she was in a car and there was no handle on the inside, so she had to reach through the car window to break out of the car, and the guy was trying to get away with her. It wasn't Ted Bundy.
Was she from Utah? Because
Everyone's got a
Ted Bundy story.
The band's name originally was Angel and the Snake, but because truck drivers used to catcall her and say, "Hey, Blondie," but yeah, so.
And I'm going with Rush. So Joel has to pick. I'm going with Rush. I have
You're
to.
picking Blondie?
I mean, it's gonna be a Rush, but I'm going Blondie.
I'm going with Rush. History, music. I love both of these bands. I grew up with both of these bands, but I have to pick Rush in this bracket.
Ken, what did I say I was going to do?
Get rid of all the female bands?
No.
Because you guys have.
No.
Okay.
No. I think with this, I told you, Kent, that
Believe in you, Heart.
if I'm having,
Give me Heart.
If I'm having a hard time deciding which way to go, I have to go objective.
But they have the same album sales pretty much.
They do, but at the same time, most of the hits of Blondie that feel like
Okay.
more rock
Okay.
are 70s, and 80s feels more disco pop.
All right.
So I'm going to go for Rush. Moving ahead as the 80s rock band.
I'm not necessarily pleased with
Impossible,
this.
guys.
It's
that was
difficult.
not a good
Worst
one to
one
go.
so far,
I don't
but-
like that matchup.
Rush moves on. Our next matchup is Foreigner.
I want to know what love is.
Rock and roll, baby.
I want you to show me.
Well, if you get like back in the 70s,
Oh, you want rock and roll? What's the next one?
Anthrax.
It's a madhouse. That's rock and roll, Zach.
I mean, that is.
But is it good?
now this is one where I'm going to pull the 80s era thing, because when you get Cold as Ice or Hot Blooded,
Okay, cut it out though.
Those are 70s songs.
But
Actually,
they've got
no, Urgent is 81.
Waiting for a Girl Like You hit number 2. Urgent, number 4. I Want to Know What Love Is. Say You Will. I Don't Want to Live Without You. These are all top 10 songs. I mean, granted, are they a little bit lighter? Right? Yes. They had over 80 million album sales, whereas Anthrax had 10 million album sales. By the way, Anthrax had no 80s Hot 100 hits. They have good charting
What are you
albums.
talking about? They have Madhouse, I Am the Law, Antisocial, 85, 87, 88.
Were they Hot 100?
I don't know if they were Hot 100.
I mean, I don't know them, but they're
they charted somewhere.
The band Anthrax was named after the disease. Anthrax, the disease. It's more of a substance.
Comes from the Dutch word slalom.
The guitarist Scott Ian saw in a biology textbook, and he thought that sounds sufficiently evil.
Listen, is Scott Ian the one with the long goatee
Yeah.
that I always see on VH1 documentaries?
Very possible.
Anthrax has influenced several
Yes.
metal bands with their legacy. Like, they are an influential band, but it's like it's a noise band, right?
Yeah, very
Which
much
I think
a noise
is
band.
fine.
And I've been voting for the noise bands this whole show. So I
Yeah.
guess I have to vote for Anthrax.
Because-
I'm not a huge Foreigner
Because is it cheesy to you?
guy. I don't like Foreigner.
Yeah, but it's hard not to sing along.
Zach, that's offensive.
No.
By the way, the origin.
Now, make an Anthrax joke, Zach. Is Foreigner Anthrax joke. Go for it.
Half of the band, they're from England. Half are from the States, and so no matter where they were, they'd always have a foreigner.
Yeah, that's why I chose that theme.
Oh.
I'm going with Foreigner on this one. I know that Anthrax is one of the big four, but I'm not a fan, and I got to push the one I like, the one that feels more 80s rock ahead.
Foreigner will make it to the next round, but maybe only the next round. So yeah, Foreigner.
Foreigner moves on.
I wanna know what love is.
And now we have Ozzy Osbourne.
Going off the rails on a crazy dream.
Yeah. Famous falsetto of Ozzy Osbourne.
It's that really high voice he does.
And Rat.
Round and round. What goes around comes around.
You spin me right.
Nope, not that one.
Wrong one.
And that's Rat with 2 T's, right?
Yeah, and Ozzy with 2 Z's.
So Rat
Ozzy
has
from-
sold over 20 million.
Yep.
And Ozzy has sold outside of Black Sabbath 50 million.
Which is weird because I don't think that the average Joe can name 2 Ozzy Osbourne songs.
No, I can name 2. I mean, because Crazy Train and Mama Coming Home are 2 of my favorite songs. And I don't even know that many Black Sabbath songs.
By the way, he was a founding member, and that was in 1968 of Black Sabbath. He was fired in
Ozzy Osbourne was.
1979 due to his issues with drug and alcohol. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for both Black Sabbath and his solo work, which is super cool.
And kids of the 2000s will remember Ozzy Osbourne from The Osbournes, a reality TV show.
Whereas Rat, the original name for the band was Mickey Rat, poking fun at Mickey Mouse, and they call their music Rat and Roll.
Now they and Rat is one of the bands that were kind of instrumental in the glam metal scene. Like they kind of,
So we can blame them.
they helped bring that to pass, as it were.
Yeah.
But I am not a big Rat fan. And I think Ozzy maybe has the more rock feel here. Yeah.
Easily.
I'm going for
the
Ozzy.
guitar solo in the middle of Crazy Train is like brain-meltingly good.
Well, it's weird because he didn't play that, but it's named after him. But it's
also
right.
Ozzy's
Right.
song.
I mean,
Yeah.
again, that's just how it works sometimes. But
It's got to be Ozzy.
it's got to be Ozzy.
Yeah.
I mean, if does this sound correct? We put Rat in ahead of Ozzy Osbourne on a rock bracket.
Yeah, sad. No.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Ozzy Osbourne moves on. And now we have Def Leppard.
Pour some sugar on me. Oh, in the name of love.
And Pixies?
Where is my mind?
Here comes your man.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind? I know you think they're 90s, but that's an 80s song.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm finding that out in real time.
Now, here's the thing.
1988.
We talked about hipsters before, right?
It's from Fight Club.
It is.
It was never heard before Fight
came out in
Club.
1988.
And by the way, Here Comes Your Man, and that was from 500 Days of Summer. It's weird how movies can use songs from the past, Zach. It's kind of crazy. Now, we talked about hipster bands, right? Like, for example, Dead Kennedys. But Pixies are one of these bands that I actually think, had they not really kind of broken up or taken a hiatus in the early 90s, we would have talked exclusively about them in the 90s because they were a precursor to every grunge band in the early 90s.
Why weren't they on our 90s alternative bracket?
Because their hits, they really had their first couple hits in the 80s, and they stopped in like 92 for a while. To the point, and this is what I love about their songs. I actually love the Pixies because I'm that kind of
sure
weirdo.
you did.
Yeah, I believe
Most of their songs, they're slow in the verses, and then they explode in the chorus. And if you listen to Nirvana, that's Nirvana in a nutshell.
Well, no, they're the ones who influenced like Nirvana, Radiohead,
Right.
Modest Mouse, Smashing Pumpkins, Weezer. They all got their influence from the Pixies.
My mind is so blown by this because where is my mind?
Yeah.
It feels so
Because you put it in the 90s. Same.
so mid 90s.
By the way, it's in my top 5 favorite songs of all time.
It's an
course
amazing
it is.
song.
I love it.
But Def
I'm
Leppard.
shocked.
But Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
I love you, Pixies.
80s rock. Fantastic 80s rock band.
Hysteria. Yeah, no. But Def Leppard wins.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them more next time.
Yeah, we will. Our next matchup is Van Halen.
Panama.
Panama. And Loverboy.
What, Kent?
Really? Panama? I'm all queued up with the dolphin noises, and you go for Panama?
I don't want Zach to have a giggle attack.
There will be other rounds if I have anything to say about it.
All right, say the second band then.
The Loverboy.
Everybody's working for the weekend. Okay, let's talk about Loverboy, okay?
Let's.
They're the ugliest hair metal band. They are the ugliest rockers I've ever seen.
Judgy McJudgy.
Ironic name.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the name comes from, so Paul Dean was looking through a fashion magazine, which was CoverGirl, and he's like, hey, CoverGirl's a pretty good name. And then he's like, but we're boys. Cover Boy. And then he's like, Loverboy. That's really how the name came about.
Paula Dean?
Ken, I think you're putting too much thought into how much thought the
It's
bands.
Paul Dean. It's
How much do people like bands putting stock into their name? Like how much they think come about them.
I mean, yeah.
People just like, oh, a blimp flew by. Goodyear. That's the name of our band.
I think they've got some good songs, right? But they lose the rock edge pretty quick.
I love Working for the Weekend. It was my alarm clock for years.
Wow.
Like as soon as you could set a song as your alarm clock on your cell phone.
Yeah.
All through high school.
Did you still like them afterwards?
That was my alarm clock. Worked great. Never got sick of it.
They were rejected by a bunch of labels in America, and that's why they went to Canada to get their. They are from Canada, but they went back to Canada.
They're hideous.
Are you saying Canadians are hideous? Ken?
No, Loverboy.
Van Halen moves on.
Yes, they do.
All right, the next matchup is Megadeth.
You die.
Oh. And Eddie Money.
Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. Okay, Zach, I know you need to vote for Megadeth here because you need to, because how are you going to vote for Eddie Money? Right? How?
because I hate Megadeth.
Okay, but he's.
I know. I'm trying to be consistent, but it's so bad.
So Megadeth, but here's the thing: Megadeth sold over 50 million albums,
As opposed to Eddie Money's 30 million?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy, right? By the way, Eddie Money's name is Eddie Mahoney, so he lost the ah.
Did he do the Tickets to Paradise? Was
He did,
that
yeah.
was
That's
that in the
77,
90s?
but yeah.
77. Okay.
Yeah, he also did Baby Hold On to Me, which was also 70.
Yeah, that was late.
He is like a product of 1980s movie soundtracks, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Also had a early 2000s comedy named after Take Me Home Tonight. I think he's fine.
He had 11 top 40 songs. Eddie Money did.
I have to vote for Megadeth.
They are considered pioneers in thrash metal.
They're very
Right.
important. I understand. I see
and I
their
do
logo
think-
so clearly.
It's good rage music. The songs are unpredictable, and I think that's kind of fun for some people, right? It's complicated music.
I was laughing looking at the lyrics of one of the songs. There's like a handful of words. But it was a 10-minute long song.
Their albums, they're always kind of like long thoughts. For example, Peace sells, ... but who's buying? Also, so far, so good, ... So what?
Are these Minion sayings?
Megadeth memes.
Megadeth.
Megadeth memes. If we could do Megadeth Minion memes, someone create that.
Please, I'll do it. So you're going to go Megadeth?
I guess I have to.
I just think for the listenability, and I think he'll get eliminated in the second round, I'm going to go Eddie Money.
Yep.
Because I think we need to.
Okay.
He's not
Joel.
going to get eliminated in the second round. He's getting eliminated in the first round. I'm voting for Megadeth.
What?
What?
When I think of 80s rock,
I know.
Megadeth
They're
is
in
one of the
there.
bands that I think of.
Okay. Well,
I hear that. So it's more like name over quality?
It's more like reputation
And I guess they sold
longevity.
more.
Eddie Money, I don't know if many people even know. They don't take me home tonight. And that's
you know
it.
what? We're kind of discounting fan bases, right? Because we've kind of been like poo-pooing a little bit on some of these. Megadeth has a fan base.
Huge.
Does Eddie Money have a fan base?
no.
I almost saw him in concert.
Yeah, but
Oh.
like the state fair?
No, but he was going to come. He was going to he's going to the corporate party. We had to
Oh,
choose
that's
between- we were
worse.
choosing between Eddie Money and Jason Mraz.
And you went Jason Mraz?
Mraz.
I chose Eddie Money, but someone else chose the VP, so Jason Mraz.
Well, they were right.
Wow. Jason Mraz belongs at those company parties.
Exactly.
You're going Megadeth?
Going Megadeth.
Megadeth moves on.
Well, now I feel like the dork of the group.
You are. Eddie Money's better than Megadeth. No. Over here.
I don't mean it.
Now we have Iron Maiden.
Run to the hills.
And
Oh,
Survivor.
I was going to keep going.
No, it's fine.
Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances.
Now,
Bum, bum,
if there
bum.
were a more clear example as to why I'm not like manually manipulating these matchups.
You wouldn't have done this.
I would have totally put Iron Maiden against Eddie Money because Iron Maiden's mascot, that zombie, his name's Eddie.
Yeah.
It would have
Eddie
been
Lynn.
perfect.
Okay.
It would have been perfect.
Or Van
Oh,
Halen.
yeah. The connection's right there.
My brain made it.
By the way, that was taken, like it became their mascot in a way. It was actually taken there as a German tank that had a head attached.
Yeah.
So they made this zombie head, which kind of became this cartoon character, like a likable cartoon
Yeah,
character.
he's like on all their album covers, all their T-shirts. You get Eddie on there.
Death rattle facts about Survivor, please.
Really?
Come on.
Because they're
what
more-
did they do? They did one song. It was in a good Rocky
they also
movie,
did Burning Heart,
which is in a Rocky movie.
different Rocky movie.
Still. What are they without Rocky? I don't have a Rocky
Zach,
t-shirt.
weren't you
Move on.
Zach.
Hey.
Zach, weren't you trying to decide which band was more Rocky?
That's what I'm saying. First four letters in Rocky.
You literally said it a couple rounds ago. You said which one was more Rocky.
Yes, I did.
Just saying.
That's Iron Maiden, dude.
It is Iron Maiden.
Come on.
I'm giving it to Iron Maiden. as well.
Okay, but hold on.
This isn't really my part of the genre, and Iron Maiden rocks.
No, Iron Maiden.
This is actually one that like I prefer Survivor more because I love the Rocky movies so much. Same with Joel.
Yeah.
But like, it's Iron Maiden.
when I think of 80s rock, Iron
You know what's
Maiden.
funny? I was always afraid of
Fan
Iron Maiden.
bases.
But like when I listened to him for this little assignment, I was like, these guys are kind of awesome.
Little assignment. I forgot how much work goes into these musical
Yeah,
brackets.
okay.
No, the Iron Maiden, by today's standards, is not nearly
Isn't that crazy?
the intense that it might have.
I always saw people with the shirts and I'm like, oh my gosh, stage
Oh, that
crew
is
over
so
there.
hard.
And I'm
Wow.
like, they're prog rock nerds. That's what it is.
No, I think Iron Maiden's pretty cool, actually. All right, Iron Maiden moves on. Yes. Okay.
Oh no.
Yes, rock.
Joel, you get this first one. You usually get to sing it by yourself.
Yes.
We have Genesis.
She seems to have an invisible tough shed.
Woo!
Hey.
Next.
No mocking Genesis.
Now, rocking the name here with Lovin' Rockets.
Don't know what color your eyes are, baby, but your hair is long
So
and brown.
alive.
Mixing the chorus and the
Yeah. Isn't that kind of cool? Yeah.
Sure. Remix
Okay. So Genesis.
versus Love and Rockets.
I like how we both trailed off there. Here's the problem. Love and Rockets, they actually, I found album sales, they didn't really determine where they were.
About 600,000 is what I was getting.
Oh.
So not great. And this is like the former Bauhaus members.
3/4 of Bauhaus.
Yeah.
But it's like upbeat
So they
and
should
poppy.
have called it Bauhaus. It's 3/4 of Bauhaus.
Meanwhile, Genesis has between 100 and 150 million of album sales. So somewhere in the middle there. Now, here's the thing. Are we talking, is this Phil Collins, right? Because Peter Gabriel left. He left in 75.
Yeah, he left in the 70s. So this is 80s. This is the classic lineup, which is Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford, and Tony Banks.
They are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
If you listen to like Land of Confusion, it does sound like a rock song.
Granted, but they were a prog band, in the 70s, but then they become more poppy with Phil Collins. Not that like he's super talented, right? Like they try to find a new singer.
He
They're like,
is the talent.
Joel has 2 ears and a heart.
I do have 2 ears and a heart, don't I? I'm voting for Genesis because honestly, I was like, oh, I'll vote him out. Then I saw who they're up against. I'm like, I can't put Love and Rockets ahead.
Love and Rockets, to me, they do have 2 Hot 100 hits, but
All
they
of
do
Confusion
feel
and So Alive.
They do feel more one-hit wonderish
Yes.
to me.
I actually really like So Alive. Like that, I love that song. It's got a very 80s feel and vibe to it. Even though it was 89.
It's kind of like knockoff In Excess a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can't go against Genesis in this case, and I'm so sorry. It's
Don't be
kind of
sorry.
like they're like a slightly more heavy Air Supply to me.
And Air Supply is about as heavy as air.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on.
It's like when you put
metal,
helium,
rocks, air.
It's a helium balloon versus just when you blow air into.
I guess I'll vote for Genesis as well.
Yeah.
It's a clean sweep for Genesis.
You're so proud.
Genesis moves on.
Yeah, they do.
Superman, where are you now? When everything's gone wrong, son.
Now we have Billy Idol.
Hey, little sister, what have you done?
It's a nice day for a white wedding.
And we let our first class passengers do pretty much whatever they want. And the Bengals.
Okay.
I think we didn't do Walk Like an Egyptian.
I mean,
Walk
listen,
like an
Walk Like an Egyptian in the early 90s was my favorite song for like a year and a half.
I hate this matchup, guys.
I don't. Well, I mean, I do.
Okay,
because
so-
I have to go against my brain because I like Bengals better, but they're not very rocky.
Hazy Shade of Winter is Rocky. The rest
Hazy
of
Shade
them-
of Winter, I had no idea was a cover.
Yes.
It's way better than the
Simon
original.
and Garfunkel.
Way better.
It's so good.
I love that.
That's one of my never skips.
For sure.
But Eternal Flame, I feel to me that is that rock ballad sound to it.
I agree.
Epic in nature.
They both have about 40 million in album sales.
They do.
By the way, Billy Idol, his real name is William Michael Albert Broad, and he was almost cast as the T-1000 and T2, but he had a motorcycle accident, so they couldn't use him. Wouldn't that be
would have
crazy?
been horrible.
Billy Idol said to Robert Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, Bengals are more pop rock, but I'm still saying there's rock there.
No, they definitely have rock. But when you think of rock icons of the 80s, you think of Billy Idol and that snarl, the lip. And I feel like the Bengals, as much as I do probably prefer them, they have those kitschy hits like Walk Like an Egyptian, Manic Monday, that just don't feel...
Oh.
don't
Very
feel
pop.
rocky.
Very pop.
Very pop. So... I hate this match.
Sad day. Billy Idol. Billy Idol's a vote.
Pity vote.
You can do it. Don't be ashamed.
Fine.
No, don't be ashamed of a pity
Hey,
vote.
By the way,
we are
hey,
just three.
Hey, everybody, I voted for the women every time. Just
We
saying.
are grown, secure men who all enjoy the Bengals. That's fine.
Yes.
And Erasure.
And
Yes.
you, Joel, I think we hate women.
What? I just wanted you to say it.
Yeah. Okay.
How?
Anyway, Billy Idol moves on.
It's a nice day for a white wedding.
Now we have Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Oh, here she comes.
Here she comes.
Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up.
and Twisted Sister.
We're not gonna take it.
No,
We're not gonna take it.
Faithful. What?
Now, Hall & Oates, also known as John Oates and Daryl Hall.
Yeah.
They feel to me a lot like the Air Supply vein here of the not really rock, but rock. And then you get Twisted Sister, which is like the glam metal.
Air Supply is Hall & Oates on a diet. Like they're much heavier than Air Supply.
Hall & Oates is?
Yeah.
Hall & Oates is. Yeah.
How? Give me one song of theirs that has a guitar
We literally
riff.
just sang Man-Eater.
Man-Eater is
That has
great.
a saxophone riff. That is not rock.
Private Eyes, you're out of touch. You're out of touch.
There's no
man.
guitar. There's no face melting guitar. There's just a man-eater eating
You know
your
what?
face.
When you say face melting, do you just mean makeup dripping down the face for their 2 hits? Because let's be honest, I mean, they do have Leader of the Pack, but I want to rock, and we're not going to pick it on the 2 anthems.
That D. Snyder look is 80s rock
I
look.
hate Twisted Sister.
Why?
Anytime I hear them come on.
They're guys, Ken. They're guys.
No, I voted for the women every time, by the way. I think they are tacky beyond belief. And I know that's glam.
No, they are. That's
glam.
They're intentionally campy. And I was going to say, D. Snyder does not like to be called glam metal. He says that's not us. We're not glam metal.
Wearing makeup and has long hair.
He did Daryl Hall and John Oates ever testify in court on behalf of rock and roll? Because D. Snyder did.
No, but Daryl Hall told Mojo Magazine his nickname on tour is Darylpedia, as he's a bookworm and loves history.
Do you guys know that Daryl Hall, I like to say their full name instead of just Hall & Oates because they prefer to be called that, but they are the most successful duo of all time, ahead of the Carpenters, the Everly Brothers, and Simon and Garfunkel. Good for them. I'm voting for Twisted Sister.
I'm voting for Twisted Sister. It's easy.
Hall & Oates.
No, you remember that part in the Hall & Oates song where they just yell, "I want to rock"? Oh, no, you don't, because they don't do that.
But remember, it's Tell Don't Show.
Because your kiss is on my list. I want to rock.
I hate when Kent uses my own arguments against me.
What do you say? I wasn't listening to anything Kent said this whole show.
But this whole show. It's fine.
I feel sheepish.
I'll listen to it later.
By the way, Twisted Sister, they're sober. Everyone thought they were crazy and they were druggies. They're sober.
Oh, D. Snyder's quite well spoken.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Meanwhile, Hall & Oates.
Idiots. Crackheads. All right. Twisted Sister moves on.
Dang it.
We're not gonna take it. Oh, we ain't gonna take it.
Now we have a Motley Crue.
He's the one that called Dr. Feel Good. He's the one that make you
There we
feel
go.
all right.
A little more rocky.
Yeah. And Quiet Riot.
Come on, feel the noise.
Girls, rock your boys.
That was close. This was a revelation to me, folks.
Go on.
As I was listening to our sampler platter that you can find at baconsale.com, along with our downloadable bracket. When I was listening to this, I did not realize how much I liked Motley Crue until all of a sudden I was like, oh, that song. Oh, that song.
The
Oh,
band,
that song.
I mean the music, not the band. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
they're the worst of the worst.
No. Well, Motley Crue and I have very similar lifestyles. I don't sing music, and they do. But how we treat hotel rooms,
Nope.
exactly the same.
Nope.
No, but like Kickstart My Heart, when it came in, I felt that in my soul.
Great song.
And it's one of those songs that I'm like, oh yeah, I love this song. So I'm voting for Motley Crue.
Do you have debate, Kent?
I don't. I mean, Quiet Riot, when they did hit with so they were in the 70s, but their 1983 album, Metal Health, was the first metal album to hit #1 in America. So it made an imprint at the time. But there's nothing special about Quiet Riot songs to me.
And not only that, but Come and Feel the Noise and Mama, We're All Crazy Now were covers of another glam rock band called Slade.
Oh, we didn't include Slade?
No.
Geez, Slade erasure here.
But they covered them.
You know, I don't love Motley Crue, mostly just for the band, but they deserve to win in this.
They do
matchup.
deserve to win in this matchup. I agree with you. I will also go with Motley Crue. And they move on. Now we have Dire Straits.
We've got to install microwave ovens.
You do the
Custom
walk.
kitchen.
You do the
Custom
walk
kitchen
of life.
deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We've got to move these color TVs.
We gotta move. We gotta go faster.
It's because we don't want to spend any time talking about
Billy Squire. Stroke me, stroke me.
Yeah, Zack, family friendly.
No, it actually is about what the music industry ruins people.
Sure.
No, truly. I read it.
Billy Squire, he had a string of hits.
Yeah, he does. He has 11 songs in the Hot 100.
Yeah,
which is
and
crazy.
6 million album sales.
Meanwhile, Dire Straits has 100 million album sales here in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We've seen the Rock Me Tonight music video, right? Where it's just Billy Squier dancing and ripping off his tank top repeatedly. It's, I think, the worst music video of all time.
Wow.
It takes away any cool points that Billy Squier may have had. He is such a dweeb.
His song, The Big Beat, contains one of the most sampled drum breaks ever, used by artists such as Run DMC, Alicia Keys, Jay-Z, UTFO, and Dizzy Rascal.
Oh, that's rock. When Jay-Z.
But when they start sampling, a hit, a part of your song, that's
influential in hip hop. Dire Straits, they kind of have, once again, I'm going to go for this, like a folksy sort of vibe, and definitely with Sultans of Swing, which is a great song,
1978,
which is late 70s.
Yeah.
But they also had, like I said, Money for Nothing, Walk of Life, So Far Away. I think just for the status, it would be Dire Straits. I do not like Billy Squier. I think he's cheesy.
I think for the musicality, it's Dire Straits. I mean, I think there's good. I mean, maybe you could call it more on the progressive side, but there's good musicality there, which is not super common on this bracket.
Ken had to force me to put Billy Squier on this bracket.
And I don't even like
Dire
him.
Straits.
I don't even like him.
Dire Straits moves on. Now we have The Police.
Krispy Kreme. What? You don't need to put on a hot light.
Oh, gall.
That's a reference.
Go higher, Kent.
Roxanne.
There you go. There it is. 1978.
Now it's Marge. And Skid Row.
18 and life we've started. 18 and life to go.
All right. Listen, you mentioned a 70s song. I'll talk about their 80s songs from The Police. Every Breath You Take was number 1 for 8 weeks.
Yep.
Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic at number 3. Don't Stand So Close to Me. King of Pain. Wrapped Around Your Finger. Synchronicity. Roxanne. Oh, yeah. Roxanne was late 70s. Yeah. I mean,
But going with the Zack test, Skid Row is more rock-y.
Yeah, but The Police are way better.
They are. Absolutely they are. I do like 18 in life. I miss the days when rock songs used to tell sad stories about people who had hard lives.
Yeah.
When it's like, this person got shot in the face by a puppy. And you're like, wow, that's sad.
The puppy shot him in the
face. Yeah.
Wow. Reverse John Wick.
Yeah. A little bit.
Hey, by the way, country took that over. They were like, hey, we like those lyrics. Can we remake that?
And then add a bottle of whiskey.
The drunk puppy shot me in the face.
Man.
Stole my truck. Save it for our 90s country bracket.
Those Drunk Puppies. That's an alternative band if I've ever heard of it.
The 80s brought such great rock hits from The Police, like do do do
and da da da. That's all I want to say to you. I went through a Police phase.
However,
I love The Police.
Synchronicity.
You can always tell when a song's going to end.
Number 1 for 17 weeks.
Because they start repeating themselves. As soon as they start repeating the words over and over again, that's when the song's going to end.
So The Police did start as a punk band. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, obviously. They've won 5 Grammys. I think just for status, The Police should move through.
But Skid Row is so of this time, of this bracket.
Zach, you can vote for Skid Row.
Can I?
Yeah.
To be consistent?
Yeah.
Because I would be wrong if I did that. That would be the wrong choice.
It's your choice.
Skid Row.
I'm choosing The Police.
Thank you.
I thought that was going to be a trick.
I never trick people on Baconsale.
You've done it many times. The Police move on.
Since you gone, I've been lost without a trace. I'm dreaming that I can.
Next matchup is Poison.
Every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. And Joel's about to be really sad.
Just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Then Huey Lewis in the News.
The heart of rock and roll is still beating. And from what I've seen, I believe him.
The power of love, it's a curious thing.
Come on, man.
Make another man sing.
We just got another Zack t-shirt.
Oh, great. Now, Zack loves Poison.
I vote for t-shirts. I consume Poison often.
So here's a fun fact about Poison.
Okay.
I didn't realize how many songs I liked by Poison, so I started listening to them like, wow, I like a lot of their songs here. And then I was told by a, what I might call a musical expert.
A coworker.
He was a coworker, and I was talking to him about 80s rock bands, and I said, is there anyone you wouldn't want to win? And he was thinking about a couple, and he went, yeah, this one. He went, oh, Poison. Poison would be terrible if they won this bracket. That guy doesn't know how to play guitar. And I was like, oh,
so
crap.
CeCe DeVille, who they fired in 1991, by the way, because they were playing the MTV Music Video Awards, and he played the wrong song. up on stage on purpose to sabotage the band. But look, you may not like, or he may not like Poison, but they are so of the era.
Talk dirty to me.
And it's Bret Michaels
Zach,
is the
focus
singer.
on the bracket, please.
Oh, sorry. I'm just bored.
We already sang a couple song
we don't
titles.
need nothing but a good time here on Bacon Cell.
Huey Lewis in the News. It's a different kind of rock, right?
But it's rock.
It's rock with a whole lot of saxophone.
By the way, Huey
rhythm and
Lewis, his
blues.
real name is Hugh Anthony Craig III.
Should have gone with that.
They're always considered
Anthony Craig III and the News.
Yeah, it rolls right off the tongue.
they're considered preppy rockers, especially Huey Lewis. I think Huey Lewis in the News, they're hard to hate but easy to mock. Right? Like they're enjoyable. But they're so goofy. They're dopey.
Yeah.
Doing it all for my baby.
Well, and I think there's something to, like they're the satire in American Psycho.
Yeah.
Where he goes on and on talking about Huey Lewis and stuff, and you're like, oh, they're not cool. And rock is kind of about being cool.
It's 80s Reagan era.
I think they're a
sort of
different
stuff.
type of cool.
Huey Lewis and the News is a very Baconsale choice.
Yeah.
I don't think it's correct for this bracket, though. I think Poison embodies a lot of what we've talked, what I see and what we've talked
Joel,
about.
You got Genesis, okay? And when we do the soft rock adult contemporary show, we're gonna re-add Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis will clean up.
Is that
on
okay?
bracket. Are we really going to do an
No, but the problem is you guys heard me.
adult contemporary?
I liked a lot of Poison songs.
Yeah.
No, Poison has a lot of really fun songs. The good radio
Your mama
hits.
don't dance
Oh, yeah.
and your daddy don't rock and roll. Not an original.
No, it doesn't.
And gave me something to believe in. We're getting to the 90s now. Oh, man. I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, whereas the rock song, it's hip to be square.
Do you want to pick one of them?
Yeah, it's Poison.
Can I choose Huey Lewis in the News, though?
Please do. I
Just
love
stay
them.
true
You wouldn't
to
be
me.
Joel if you didn't.
I love them. But Poison moves on.
Every rose has its thorn.
And our final matchup of this episode.
Wow, we're at the end?
We actually might have one of our shorter first round episodes ever, unless this goes way too long. We have Bon Jovi.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name.
Bad name.
Oh, so good. And then The Replacements.
Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. Did it 1988.
I call The Replacements Cannon Fodder Part 2, but let me give you some death rattle facts.
Please do.
They got banned from Saturday Night Live when playing after getting sloppy drunk in the dressing room, giving the host of the show for that week cocaine, and dropping some F-bombs on live TV.
What's more rock and roll than that, guys?
Fans affectionately refer, because there's a huge fan base for The Replacements, which is funny. But I see the fans as like, we really like them for their potential, because they never really went anywhere or made too many albums, but they call the band the Mats, which originates from the placemats, even though they're the Replacements.
Yeah.
Can't Hardly Wait, though. Good song.
Can't hardly wait.
Actually, no. I'm glad you ate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I graduate.
I think they're considered classic because every critic wants them to be good. Right? It's kind of like Firefly. We got one season and you're like, I bet that was going to be one of Joss Whedon's best shows, but it wasn't quite there yet.
I just love looking at
It's fantastic. What are you talking about? Fireflies, mate. What are you
I just
doing?
had to do that for you. I was seeing if you were listening.
They're the capstone of Serenity after the marvelous Firefly. It makes a beautiful whole.
Here we go again.
Then
On my own.
it's just so funny looking at Spotify where you see, Swingin' Party, the top replacement song on Spotify, 37 million streams. Wow, that is a lot.
Pretty good.
Does Bon Jovi have a lot? 1.8 billion, 1.3 billion, 1 billion, 600,000. Oh, 600 million rather.
So we're all voting for Bon Jovi.
I mean, it's
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah. It's Bon Jovi.
Yeah, easy. Bon Jovi moves on.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give
Guys,
So there we go. We got through.
you realize that was the easy part.
That was the easy part. We're going to do the hard stuff next episode.
No, hold on. We know how this goes every single time. We're going to split hairs, and then for some reason, near the end, it becomes very easy, and we vote quickly.
Yeah, because we're so tired.
I don't know.
Yeah. So that's how it's going to go. But let us know if you agree with our first round picks and how your brackets turned out. Let us know on Facebook. Let us know on Instagram. Let us know on Twitter, because we want to hear from you about your favorite 80s rock bands. And before we go, we'd like to give some love to our patrons, those who help keep it rocking here in the Bacon Cave.
With air supply.
Includes Taylor Sanderson, Some Guy, Scott Sprague remembers when Conor McGregor took a picture at the Provo Temple, Sawyer Western, St. Shannon and Sir James West, Ryan and Marley, Rocky and Steph, Lady Terry Finley, Juice the Cooler King Swallow, Jennifer Kukowski, Casey Cummings, Angela Plotz, Adam and Rachel Crump, And then we have our Bacon Council, which includes the other Brit, Johnny English, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Steve and everyone's favorite Ross, Star Wars expert Kyler, our favorite couple, the Madsons, Nicole D. Kale, Her Royal Highness Jessica Terry, Cloak Daniel, Debbie Foster, and Beaker.
You did it.
I did it. Thank you, patrons. You are the ZZ to our top.
CZ Bottom?
AA bottom.
But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76. If you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter, or you can find me performing with Quickwits, who perform at the studio at the Parker Theater. For more details, go to QW Comedy or go to the Quickwits Facebook page.
You can find me on Twitter at Kenny3DD. You can find me on Instagram at Kenny. Can't see done. You can read my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
So hard when you switch it over.
I know.
Yeah, it's so stuffy in here.
And then if you'd like to connect with me, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Zachary Western. But more importantly, make sure you're following Baconsale. Please like that Facebook page and then go to at Baconsale on Twitter and Instagram. After you've done that, go to tpublic.com/Baconsale. You can get yourself some merch. And then if you like what's going on here and you want to support us further, visit patreon.com/Baconsale. Support starts at just $3 a month and you can get access to all sorts of behind the scenes stuff. And of course, those almost weekly Bacon Bits, which are just, we try to keep them brief and they're still 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Happened again. But hey, what are we watching? It's happening every week on those Bacon Bits. Patreon.com/Baconsale.
So until next time, don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights. People.
Bring on those mouth noises, baby.
Yes.
Browns.
Okay. No surprise, but I'm the shallow one in the show. That hair is hiding an ugly face.
Death metal facts.
This isn't Brock, this is Dirt Clod.
1990 was 1989 part 2.
And yeah, after that day, she became every woman in the world to me.
There's like rock, and there's like rock. There's rock. Are we really fighting over umlauts?
Umlaut off.
I promise we're rock and roll. That's so Baconsale. That's so Raven. Raining blood
From a lacerated sky.
I don't have a 13 going on 30 t-shirt.
I think my larynx just turned into a pumpkin. SEXPISTOLS. Zach would be happier if Vacation was called Hell Satan.
Baconsale, the only podcast that matters.
Got a little Tawny Katane kitty here on the counter.
I was going to say,
Jeez.
but hold on.
Do you have to cut that out?
I don't know, man.
This is my Vegemite.
No, I feel like Toto is not a band. Toto is an idea.
Don't do that.
But I'm being adorable, kid. Look
It's so adorable.
I'm cleaning myself.
He's getting close, guys. He's close.
Hey, leave your butt alone.
So weird. Weird night.
I don't like Foreigner.
Yeah, but it's hard not to sing along.
Zach, that's offensive. You're okay when you're laying down, man, but you cannot chew on chords.
I'm all queued up with the dolphin noises, and you go for Panama. Now I feel like the dork of the group.
You are.
It's a clean sweep for Genesis. This person got shot in the face by a puppy.
I vote for t-shirts. Joel, I think we hate women.